Hawks arrived at the arena. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Hawks are one of the most dangerous scoring teams in the league. Trae Young says, we have guys who can make shots and make threes and really get our offense going. We can put up points really quick. We always have a belief that we're in the game. Guys, back to you.
Well, with a guy like Trae Young, it all starts with him. David, thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. Bam Adebayo is out there with Chris Anderson. And it's Rain Man. Then it's Butler. And it's Ray in at the 2 spot. And for the Hawks, front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. Bogdanovich out there with Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5.
Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
It'll be the Hawks off the tip. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Collins. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
When you have John's combination of size and skill, you are simply more dangerous around the rim.
And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
As usual, feasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Collins.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
And so Collins nails both of them. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative. And let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Miami shooting their first free throw of the contest. We have 2 defensive first teams tonight, Steve. Both of these squads fully engaged on the defensive end.
It will be a low-scoring outing tonight, but they all say it in all sports, and in basketball it works. Defense wins championships.
And it goes out of bounds. That one on Butler. Martin's checked in for Miami. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Murray kicks to Hunter. Tipped away. Butler with the steal. To the inside. And Capella sends it back.
What you like about Capella as a shot blocker is the patience. He waits until the shooter commits.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triples.
Here's Rain Man. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And the shot goes down.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Hunter, 3. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body of that drive. Wow. How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Rain Man. He has 7, stolen by Anderson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
In transition, here comes Miami. Outside for Martin. Here's Ray. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Rain Man's got 9. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
This Heat team does just about everything well. They're one of the top teams in the league on offense and on D. They can win games at either end of the floor.
And the Hawks with the new group on the floor.
Once again, your ATL dancer.
Swiped it away. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with DA to see how Bam Adebayo's doing. David.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve. Well, this is definitely unlucky, and especially right at the start of the season. The adjustments will be plentiful going forward. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. And Miami, Smitty, really has succeeded in putting together a complete ball club. I mean, from top to bottom, with all the parts needed.
I totally agree, Kevin. That was their goal. Build a team that doesn't rely on any one strength. On nights when they're not shooting it well, their defense can pick up the slack.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Martin the pass to Ray. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Stolen by Holiday. Knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Ray the pass to Anderson. Over Holiday. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul. Okongwu dishes to Griffin. Lets it go from 11.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Anderson slams it in.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston. Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit. Heat out offense. They're on a 19-7 run. And stolen by Okongwu. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Griffin's shot is off. The Heat leading by 8. Butler passes to Martin. Out left to the wing. finish it off. A beauty.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one. And so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down, interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Heat. They're up by 10. We'll be back shortly live from so far through one quarter. It's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Miami leading by 10. The wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Murray in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here's Capella. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Hunter dishes to Bogdanovich. Capella trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Hunter.
Such a versatile player. Bogdanovich does a great job reading the floor and finding his teammates.
Rain. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The Heat have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough air time to grab it and slam it.
He lobs it up, and it's Martin missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, in case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And here are the Heat now, following the three from Bogdanovich. Murray, the pass to Collins. That's tipped. Here's Rain Man. Capella covering. Bogdanovich wide open. That three off the mark. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
The Hawks, again, can't hit. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Here's Rain Man. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
The Heat have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Young's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 8. They get a hand on it. And now Mark pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Ray the pass to Anderson. Up and in on the layup. Anderson's got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And it's blocked. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Here's Ray. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Capella. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Young against Anderson. Young dishes to Kaminsky. Here's Rain Man. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Holiday gets the bucket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And the first one drops. You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Butler with the steal. Martin the pass to Butler. It's stolen by Kaminsky. It's deflected. Right side Holiday. Pass to Okongwu. Feeds to Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam top
defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Hunter. Fires the three. Rebound by Rain Man.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Young with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Poke loose and stolen by Butler. Anderson outside. And finish off by Anderson.
How about the attitude of Anderson there? Whenever he gets room to take off, he is going to capitalize with the throwdown.
And so it's Miami enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing them shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
They got hammered. I mean, hammered on the board. That tells a lot about them. The heart has not been there. The sacrifice hasn't been there. I mean, they just don't want it.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. On the court for the Heat, Chris Anderson out there with Martin. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rain Man, and it's Ray in at the two. Here's Rain Man, and the layup is good. Rain Man's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
It's tipped and stolen by Bogdanovich. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
On defense, the Heat. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Attacking, putting his handprint all over this game. He has that ability from a point guard to jam it home.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Now here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so you can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Ray, and he goes in for the dunk.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Raymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Young's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 14-point game. Murray looking around. Collins finds Murray. And finish off by Collins.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Butler.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Outside Bogdanovich. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Kongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Aaron Holiday comes in for Murray. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And Anderson slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And there's the pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Anderson. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Okongwu. And finished off by Collins.
Got to know where Collins is, especially when the break is on. He runs the floor beautifully.
Back to Butler. Pass to Ray. Driving in. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Got a piece of it. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Rocket 6. And Butler sends it back.
Beautiful anticipation by Jimmy Butler. He sees the shot, and he's right there to block it.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Holiday. That shot missing. And Miami the other way now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Ejected by Young.
I feel for the guy who gets his shot blocked by Trae Young. He's going to hear it from his teammates.
5 on the clock. 2 points. That one goes. 37 points for Rain Man.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Stolen by Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Holiday. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got his second bucket tonight.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Rain Man with the bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Every season, Collins has a few games where he puts up huge numbers. This is one of those nights.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's the Miami Heat in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Defensively, we got to keep these guys in front of us. Shooting, contested, too. All right, play defense without fouling. And
being aggressive, GA, without fouling. That's a good message, and that's what Coach McMillan wants.
The worst thing you can do is bail a team out. It's important that they just lock down here defensively.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the guard position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Dunk contest level jam. Collins looks like he's having fun out there.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last three field goals have come from the paint.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The Hawks trail by 17. And Chris Anderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his sixth steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. Shots good from Young. Young's got his first points of the game.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And then Collins slams it in.
A next-level athlete with great length. Collins throws it down with ease.
Anderson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. The Heat lead by 15.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Passes it to Hunter from past the arc. He can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he makes the first. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 17.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
For Miami, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Rain Man. He's covered by Murray. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And every year it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. It's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Knocked away. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Ray, and another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Murray, and it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. To the left wing, inside. Bogdanovich, no good, unable to end this run. Butler passes to Anderson, and stolen by Hunter. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Murray with the ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I love how DeJounte Murray plays with reckless abandon. He is fearless with his body.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initial, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity. It's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. knocks down the first one.
One of the stories of the 21-22 season was the breakout success of DeJounte Murray.
Greg, he improved his stats in essentially every category, averaging over 20 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds while earning his first All-Star appearance.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Murray with it. Butler covering. Capella kicks to Murray. The 11-footer and too long on the shot. Heat leading by 22. Lay the pass to Ray. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
Atlanta making some changes. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Holiday left side. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Martin's checked in for Griffin.
Keelan Martin.
Here's Holiday. 6 to shoot. It's blocked. They recover it. Here's Johnson. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rain Man.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Holiday goes in, makes it off the glass.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Ray. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his fourth foul of the contest. 12 seconds left in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Now a timeout called by Miami. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
Here's Johnson. Now off the inbound. The shot. No good. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Victor, you have worked your way back from a lot of injuries. Have those challenges made you stronger as a player?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, just make me play better basketball. You know, doing a great job picking my spots and using my teammates to help myself and using my ability to help my teammates. So just go out there and play the game and trust my instincts.
Well, it's great to see you back on the court, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
A shot of the Celtics earlier, coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson and Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. And for Boston, Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
Here's Pritchard, and Adebayo over to help. Inside, Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Rayman, defended by Brown. Rayman, that's good.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Right side, Williams.
Miami foul. Bam Adebayo. First personal foul.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. That one misses. Down low. Deflects the pass. Pass to Brown. The three is up. Here's Pritchard. Kept alive by Boston. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Back to Hero. And a two-handed jam!
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
Here's Rayman, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Tatum from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Here's Rayman. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Some changes for Boston. Gallinari, he's checked in for Williams. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Pritchard. Boston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. From 9 feet, got a piece of it. Oh, there's the alley. And Here we go. The Celtics on the run. Deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Williams is checked in for Horford. And the Celtics call time here.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Give a big round of applause for Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Gallinari. In his last outing, he had 11 points. The steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And stolen by Williams. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. From down low. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from Gallinari. Tatum's got 8. And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
Malcolm Brogdon, first personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics? First free throw is good. White, he's checked in for Boston. Good on both. And some surprise teams that started out hot have not cooled down. Their fans are wondering if this is the new normal.
Well, B.A., it's easy for fans to jump to that conclusion. But look, the bottom line is you can't look too far ahead. You've got to stay in the moment and enjoy the ride. I wish I had done more of that when I was playing.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 9 points in the game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. The Celtics making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Joe Johnson.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Williams passes to White. Oh, and makes it with a kiss.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And there's the lob. Can't complete the lob. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Miami ball.
We've got 1:48 left in the first. Rain Man, that's good.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Brogdon drives in, and the shot goes down.
And you can't give Brogdon avenues to the rim. That's a recipe for disaster.
Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by White. Rain Man, that's good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by Miami. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Williams. And Pritchard is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Heat foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Heat on D. Pass to Williams.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
Fourth team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line, Joe Johnson.
And Johnson drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Miami trailing. Here's Rayman on the take, and he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. That shot wide open. Tatum's got 13 now.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from mid-range.
Poke loose. The floater. Adebayo with the rejection. Kicks it to Hero. To the inside. 1 second left. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And your Celtics Youth Next Team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Here's Rainman. On the court for Miami here in the second. And stolen by Brown. Fast break, here we go. And the jam by Brown.
Nobody's going to catch Brown in the open court like that. Nobody.
And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better. Brian, still work to do.
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for White. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Grant.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough, and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles we're looking for.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Williams has checked in for Johnson.
For the Celtics, Grant Williams.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. Gallinari, the pass to Brown. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third person.
Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
Williams passes to Brown.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful on the third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And the Celtics call time here.
Boston.
And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Boston foul. Al Horford. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami.
First one falls for him.
For 2.
Both shots good from the strike. Boston has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Brogdon. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here he goes. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. The Celtics with the lead. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Here's Rain Man. 23. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down. Oh. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That's tipped. Fast break Miami. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And it's a 3-point Miami lead. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Heat. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Brogdon, the pass to Williams. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Guarded by Brogdon. He takes it in. Rain Man. Yep, count it. He has 29 now.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Timeout. And Boston calls time here. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of a team.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Williams. And Pritchard is subbed in for Brogdon. Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Takes the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Here's Brown. Boston again missing.
Good shot, gone bad. You got to finish there.
Shot's good by Anderson. 6 points for him.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
2 minutes.
Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Brown.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
Boston trailing.
Hey, guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade. And, guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
To the paint. Here's Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
1:14 left in the second quarter. Here's Rayman. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum is advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Kabengele's checked in for Boston. And Hero comes to help. White for 3. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer.
Now that's how you finish.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Another steal. Fast break Miami. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it.
What is going on right now?
Here's White. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Outside Tatum. Launches it. No good on the shot. Up in time. And we finished off one half of play. It's the Heat up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intensity, pushing out to a 10-point lead here at the half. Jack, your thoughts on the Heat?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possession. The one thing you can control is effort.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Headed to the floor right now.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
At the line for the Heat. At the line for 1.
And for Boston, they're shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Adebayo with a steal for the finish. Oh, yes! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
To the middle. Horford with a steal. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach will challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still peeved.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth dance team. Boston, put your hands together. Once again, they are Celtics Entertainment.
Free throw good. Brown. Good on the second one. And he makes all three. Defended by Brown. Pass to Rainman. With his first shot attempt. Brown with the block. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Heat lead by 14.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Horford. Adebayo with the rejection. They get it back. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Hero. Pass to Rainman. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And here's Tatum. And it's blocked. Here's Rainman. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 45 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Timeout called. The Celtics. You know, RJ, we've seen it for years. The final minute of the game can take up to 20 minutes of real time, or sometimes longer. You think that's something the league needs to look at?
Well, the league wants to look at that, but you also have to make sure that you keep the integrity of the game. If there is strategy that you can use, whether it's taking a foul or calling a timeout, you try and use it. So the league has to make sure that they find that delicate balance of flow, but also allowing people to use the rules.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment. All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Some changes for Boston. Gallinari, he's checked in for Jason Tatum, and Brogdon is subbed in for Pritchard. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Foul.
White, he's checked in for Boston.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, Derek White.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Miami foul. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Gallinari for 3.
I love how focused Bam is on the defensive end, using all of his size to create high-pressure coverage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And he makes it. And the Heat lead by 18.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes. An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
That was nasty.
Assisted.
A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Here's Brown. Here's Williams. And the basket is good. Williams has got 5 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally...
Oh, throw it down. Wow.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Brogdon. And here is Williams. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist of the night.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
Here's Rayman. And yes, another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter.
And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Drains the jumper to finish off the break. Give him 8.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Here's White. Pass to Williams. Here's Brown. It's deflected.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Brown with the steal. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And after that 2018 sign and trade, Malcolm Brogdon got an expanded role, Grant.
He really did. I mean, Brogdon becoming more of a ball handler, a chance to shine offensively. His numbers as a result have exploded since that deal.
And here's White, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Williams' shot is good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Kicks it to Hero. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Heat lead by 18. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 in this 3rd quarter. Gallinari, the pass to Brown. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Brown's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Sometimes Brown just looks unstoppable. A little contact doesn't bother him at all.
And again, Boston running the floor in transition. And Gallinari throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Rayman, 12 through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Heat out in front, leading by 14. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired.